What's up YouTube? This is Michaela at Underdog Nutrition, and today we're going to do a breakdown of Core Burn. The reason why I chose Core Burn is because it has a great panel full of a lot of different ingredients that a lot of people aren't familiar with, so I wanted to familiarize you guys with some of the different ingredients in here. I also like this one because anytime it comes to a powdered fat burner, or a fat burner in general, I like it when you can break up the dosage. So to start with that, Burn is a powdered fat burner, so you're gonna mix it with water. It's also, to get the full amount of all of the ingredients, you wanna make sure that you're getting 2 scoops in a day. That doesn't mean you have to start with that. If your caffeine tolerance is pretty sensitive, you can also just start with the 1 scoop and then work your way into 2. But when you separate out the 2 doses, I notice I get less of a crash. So that's my favorite part with the powdered fat burners or the 2 times a day serving fat burners, is I don't get this crazy high and then come off of it and feel like I need energy drinks just to survive my afternoon. Core Burn is a pretty unique panel. It's a little bit different than most of the fat burners you're gonna see. Most of the fat burners you're gonna see have a ton of stimulants, and there is purpose to those. That does like boost your metabolism and those things. But I like this one because it targets some different things as well. So it has a lot of things to help boost metabolism, fat oxidation, and then it also has things to help control cortisol. So one of the main ingredients in there is KSM-66, also known as ashwagandha. Ashwagandha helps with cortisol levels, and why does that matter? Cortisol is your stress hormone. So as you're trying to cut body fat, you're more than likely working out or at least getting more activity in throughout the day. You're meal prepping, upping your activity basically, right? Like meal prepping takes time, you're working your butt off trying to lose all this fat. It's going to put some stress on your body. And it also can be hard to get adequate sleep if you're trying to go to the gym in the morning, those kind of things. You want to make sure you're controlling your cortisol levels, because if you keep those elevated for too high for too long, you're going to struggle with losing fat. Your body's going to fight you more. You also don't feel great if you've ever experienced adrenal fatigue, which is when your cortisol is high for too long. It's not fun. I like that it helps combat some of the things that occur during a weight cut. I also like that it is a little bit more unique in how it helps with fat oxidation instead of just trying to give you a good sweat, keep your energy high. And one of those ingredients is going to be your cocoa extract, which is 20% theobromine. What theobromine does is it helps with energy, and it may even help with like fat oxidation, metabolic output, stuff like that. So metabolism overall. Another great part of this one is it has an anti-crash formula. So in the beginning of the video, I talked about how I liked how it's spaced out and it's not just a ton of stimulants. It has caffeine in there, but it also has the Zoom XR caffeine. And this is one that you're seeing a lot more in supplements lately. And what this one does is it actually digests slower. So it's a anti-crash. So basically, as your caffeine anhydrous is wearing off, that Zoom caffeine is kicking in, so then that way you don't just crash and burn and either need another scoop or an energy drink to survive. I really like the Zoom XR. I'm seeing it in pre-workouts and stuff like that, and with me working out in the morning, I've noticed that that one's my favorite anti-crash anymore. Another ingredient that I don't want to skip is the Saffron Extract. I had never taken a fat burner that had the saffron extract in it until I tried Burn. And I did notice that there was a like mood support similar to like a nootropic. If you've ever tried a nootropic, that helps with like mental focus and mood. It also can help with appetite suppression. It's not as commonly known for that. I think the panel on this one is very well set up if you're looking for something that is going to support everything that you're doing and keep your mood and your mental focus high throughout your cut, because that is what's going to make your biggest difference, in my opinion. In my experience going through a cut, I noticed that as long as I was on point getting rest and I had a lot of energy, I did better. It wasn't about taking crazy supplements that were just gonna give me a ton of energy and I'd crash later. It was more about supporting my mental function throughout the day, being alert, and also having those things that help with appetite, energy throughout the day. This is available here at Underdog in orange mango and tropical fruit punch. My personal favorite is the orange mango. If you guys have any questions, please drop them in the comments below. I'd love to answer them, and I'll see you on the next review.